Hi guys, it's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Today I'm going to be making a card using the Vintage Card Essentials from Scrappy Tales. And this is actually the second time I'm recording a couple of things because it didn't record right the first time. Anyway, let me go ahead and show you the end card. So this is the card we're going to be creating. So let's go ahead and jump to it. Starting off with the car, so I die cut everything out. I die cut the little car out of some red cardstock, and then I decided to go ahead and add some additional layers onto the back because although this is decent cardstock that I'm using, I wanted it to be a little bit more substantial. So I'm gluing a couple more on the back of that using some white cardstock. Next, we'll put together the little tires. There are actually 3 different dies because these are nice white walls. So we've got the tire, then we've got a white circle that's going to be the white wall, and then a little black piece that's going to be our hubcap. Don't know if you've noticed, but one of the nice things about Sabrina's dies is that she has it etched in there where everything is supposed to go. So you know right where you need to line it all up. So I've lined up my little tires on there. Did get a little bit of extra glue on there, but since I'm using glue that dries clear and matte, I can clean that up later once it's all dry. But there is our little car. There are some additional dies for some of the additional pieces that are accent pieces, like this side panel that I'm putting on now and the front bumper that I put on a minute ago. There are also some pieces to go in for the windows. I think that is super cool too. So I cut those out of some nice pretty light blue cardstock. Next, we'll work on the background. I found a couple of pieces of pattern paper that kind of have a travel theme to them in my stash, so I went ahead and put those down onto a card base. Now, this is some thin pattern paper. I don't have a clue where I got it from, but I used my dot liner adhesive to adhere that down this time so it doesn't have the lines and stuff that you can sometimes get with white glue. Also found this partial circle that I think is super cute that I have no idea what die set it came from or anything else, so I don't have that information for you guys. Sorry about that. But I don't really want it to be white, so I'm going to add some color using some of my Simon Hurley inks, and I'm going to be basically creating a sunset. So for the yellow, I'm using Shooting Star, so I'll add that down at the bottom to start off with. Next, we'll bring in some roar kind of across the center there. I'm basically layering each one over the top of the other to get that nice ombre effect. Next up is Bee Sting. And then up at the top, we've got Midnight Snack. Now I'm going to do quite a bit on there and go over with at least a couple of layers, but then I'm going to work my way back down, going darkest to lightest. So reverse order of what we just did to get everything to blend together really, really nicely. I'm using the sentiment "Your journey has just begun" from the stacked suitcase die set, also from Scrappy Tales, and I'm doing the same kind of thing for the coloring on it. I don't do this often, but it is a fabulous way to add a little bit of color and a little uniqueness to your die cuts. I had originally thought I would do red to match the car, and then I thought, no, that's too dark, and then went with white, and then I just decided, no, let's go with this instead. So I'm putting some yellow, that's the Shooting Star at the bottom. I'm going to put some Bee Sting up at the top and then go across the whole thing with Roar to even it all out and get that nice blend between the colors. All that's left is to put everything together, put down that background, and I decided to go with a little bit of foam tape to go behind my little car because I love using my foam for that little bit of dimension. Then I'm putting on my sentiments. So for the sentiments, I decided to try this. I haven't done it in a long time, but it definitely helped me get everything lined up better. I just put a little bit of mint tape down on my desk and lined up the last 3 words of the sentiment before gluing everything down. I then, kind of as an afterthought, I decided, let's add a few little birds into the sky. So I just took out a pen and drew some little birds on there, and that finishes up this card. I think it turned out super, super sweet. This is definitely one that can go as a masculine card, which I don't do a lot of masculine cards. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and we'll check out the rest of this playlist to see some more projects where I'm using Scrappy Tales products, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!